Hi, this is Susan Benanti with Fathom Realty. I want to address a statement I hear from a lot of potential buyers. I'm going to wait to buy until the interest rates or the prices come down. And that sounds reasonable, especially considering what the market looked like coming out of COVID. But now that we are in 2026, we don't have to guess anymore. We can actually look back and see what waiting versus buying really did for people. What you're looking at on the screen is real closed sales data from the Stellar MLS. These are residential homes only in Polk County and Osceola County, and we're looking at the period from 2021 through to today. This isn't a forecast, this is actual history. In 2021, we were just coming out of COVID. Interest rates were low, inventory was tight, and demand was high, and home prices were rising quickly. Many buyers felt prices were too high then and decided to wait for them to come down. So what actually happened? Let's start with Polk County. In 2021, home prices were significantly lower than where they are today. Through 2022 and 23, prices continued to rise. Since then, we've seen normal market adjustments, which is healthy, but here's the key point. Prices never went back to the 2021 levels. So buyers who purchased in 2021 or 22 locked in prices that buyers today simply don't have access to. Now let's look at Osceola County, which is closer to Disney. The pattern is the same, just at a higher price point. Prices rose after 2021, they adjusted slightly, but still sit well above where they were in 2021. Again, the prices didn't crash down, they adjusted, but they reset higher. So what does equity actually look like today for buyers who bought then instead of waiting? And it comes from three very real sources. First, they locked in a lower purchase price. Second, they owned through the entire market cycle, the rise, the adjustment, and the stabilization. And thirdly, and this is the part that is often overlooked, they paid down their mortgage. On a typical 30-year loan, a homeowner who bought 5 years ago has likely paid down around $30,000 on their loan balance just by making regular payments. And that's real equity regardless of what the market does. Now let's talk about the cost of waiting. With the average rent around $1,950 a month, here's what waiting really costs. Waiting 2 years is roughly $47,000 in rent, and waiting 5 years is roughly $117,000 in rent. And none of that money builds equity. Once it's paid, it's gone. There's also another cost to waiting, the risk of higher prices. Using the simple example of $400,000 home, at just 3% per year, that home becomes $424,000 in 2 years and worth $463,000 in 5 years. Even at just 2%, it's still around $441,000 after 5 years. I'm not predicting the future, I'm merely showing how the math works. This is what many buyers have learned over the last few years. They waited for the prices to come down and they waited for the rates to improve. And while they waited, prices didn't return to where they started. Rent kept rising and homeowners quietly built equity through ownership, loan paydown, and time. So the real question isn't just when will the interest rates come down? It's also, what does waiting actually cost me while I'm on the sidelines? I'm not here to rush anyone. I'm here to help you look at the real data, the real timelines, and your real numbers. If you're thinking about buying a home in Central Florida, let's talk. Don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and let time work in your favor. Call me today on 407-259-6211 or visit me on the web at www.homesneardisneyorlando.com.